how important are gutters? It's a pretty simple thing, right? People die every year going up trying to clean debris out of their gutters. It's so unnecessary if you have this simple thing. They're not very expensive. How do I know when to replace my gutters? There's more to gutters than you would imagine. This particular house had weeds growing out of their gutters. So when I went up there, I found out that they really needed new gutters, and it wasn't just because there was weeds growing out of them, but they had the old spikes in there and they weren't taking water in the right direction. They're supposed to look level, but they're not supposed to be level. And they were storing water and debris in different places, and that's why weeds were actually able to grow out. And I found out at the same time that the shingles were bad, and we'll talk about that in another video. But there's more to gutters than you would imagine. When the gutters aren't properly installed, the water goes around the eaves, it soaks into the soffit, and it starts creating all kinds of damage to the house. And it can go down the walls and mold. All kinds of expensive problems happen with just a simple thing as a gutter. Let me show you my favorite gutter right here. It's called Gutter Shutters, and there's a company called Emerald Gotcha Gutters. Long, fun name. But as you can see, the water comes down the top, it goes through these slots, and debris goes around the corner. And if there's a high volume water, it goes around the corner as well. But look at the structure inside this. You can literally do pull-ups on these gutters. They're not gonna come off. In addition to the gutters, downspouts. All right, let me show you a sample of the downspout. In this particular sample here, here's a common downspout opening. Sometimes they're 2 by 3 inches square, and the screws block everything, and you get your leaves and needles, pine needles trapped in there. Well, is this ingenious? It's just a funnel. Why don't downspouts have these wide mouth outlets that let the debris go down, and even towards the bottom of the gutter, you can have a chute down there. People die every year going up trying to clean debris out of their gutters. It's so unnecessary if you have this simple thing. They're not very expensive. And if you pan out, you'll see that this house right here that we're standing in front of has the gutter shutter system with the wide mouth outlets, and it's so sensible. I don't know how you put a value on that. They are a little more expensive, but they pay for themselves in gold. So highly recommend them. Another question that I do get asked a lot is, how do I know when to replace my gutters? If you see that they're sagging somewhere, if you see those spikes sticking out, another interesting telltale sign is when you see little water streaks on the fascia and around the gutters. That means the water's not going in the gutters. It's going around, and it's causing you problems that you can't see behind this fascia and behind the walls. And so that's an important time to have a professional come take a look at it and see if it's something that can be repaired, or maybe it's something that needs to be replaced. The cost of replacing gutters is pretty small in comparison to the kind of damage that it can cause. I mean, nobody doubts what they should do when the oil light comes on the dashboard. Put the oil in, the engine's worth more. Well, imagine what a house is worth and what damage can be caused if you're allowing water to get in there. Have somebody take a look at your gutters if you have any questions about it. All right, in the next video, we're gonna talk beyond the gutters and a little bit more about the roof.